If songs had wings, Ehll Tou is eager to learn. Oh, okay.
Ah, hero. You've come at a good time. I have a query for you. As you know, I'm descended from Ratatasker, and like her, I wish to fill the skies with beauteous songs. If I'm to do this, I must know historical events as I've lived them. To that end, as if I've lived them, I'm sorry. To that end, I would meet the great person who put an end to the Dragon Song War. Do you know where I might find this individual?
Is that not me?
What? You are the great person? After all this time, I thought Hero was your name. In any case, this makes things simpler. I want you to show me the key places where the war unfolded and tell me tales about them. Lest you worry, I have Frenzel's permission to go into the city proper so long as I have company. So without further ado, let's begin with a visit to the vault.
My official name is now Hero. Call me a
Yeah,
sec.
hero protagonist.
Hero protagonist. Oh. What the fuck? Little boy?
Child.
A child. No. Okay. Oh. Very foggy.
So this is the vault, where the most wicked of men once resided. Vidofnir told us the time she rescued a child who was thrown off the top. Doubtless these walls have witnessed much and more, but what about you? Do you have tales of your own about this place?
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I faced powerful foes here. I lost a dear friend here, or dots. I'm gonna say I lost a dear friend here. Or chiffon. I'm gonna cry.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Long as we dragons live, we form the strongest of bonds with others. But by the same token, it makes us feel the pain of loss very keenly. Yet while some would fall into despair, you made the loss your strength and forged on. Yes, as befits a hero. Right, that will do for the vault. Next, let us head to the place called Falcon's Nest. I would see the famous relief betokening peace between man and dragon.
Aww. Oh, what is happening?
Yeah, a dragon wishes to learn about Ishgard. We come through that time?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Oh.
So that is a relief. I've seen the works of men before, but I find it's such a peculiar way to express one's feelings. Still, you can't be faulted for your artistry.
Rude.
But grand as it looks, the scent of sadness clings to it. The scent of blood, Vidofnir's, and others. Whenever there is tragedy, our hearts can't help but be drawn to it. In this, it seems our kinds are the same. Now then. Have you noticed that we are being followed? I know not this person's intent, but let us return to the firmament for now.
Oh. Ehll Tou's observant. Not obvious at all. I love the lavender hair. Oh, jeez. All of them are cutscenes, damn.
No more suspicious people about. Good. My thanks for acting as my guide. I feel as though I have a better understanding of the war now. Of course, this is just the beginning. If my songs are to be as resplendent as Ratatasker's, I must learn more about men and their culture.
I would be glad to assist if it please you.
Aw.
That scent! You're the one who is following us! If you mean us harm, be warned that this man is a hero!
Oh no, I wouldn't imagine doing you ill. My name is...
I don't know. Hotalong? Hotalong.
My name is Hotalong. Ever since I read Lord Edmond's memoirs, I've wanted to befriend a dragon.
Oh.
But I didn't have the slightest inkling how to go about it. So when I saw you with the savior of Ishgard, on the spur of the moment, I decided to follow. You see, it's my dream to become a writer. Not just any writer, but one who chronicles this new age of peace between man and dragon. So, please, won't you allow me to assist you?
That's the longest pause.
Well now, how very commendable! I wholeheartedly approve of your endeavor, and I see no reason to refuse you. Yes, we can teach each other the ways of our kind, and if you prove yourself useful, I shall credit you in my songs.
Thank you.
An unexpected but welcome development. I shall remain here and speak further with our new friend, but I hope to hear more of you and your tales.
Aww. Da da da. We made a friend. However, that is not unlocking yet. Oh, crafter, my crafter. Ehll Tou is full to bursting with newfound knowledge. Knowledge which she must simply share. Oh my god.
Ah, I've been waiting for you. Who better to tell of my studies than the very man who set me on the course to enlightenment? My knowledge of mankind's histories has grown by leaps and bounds, in no small part thanks to Hotalong's expert introduction.
Ehll Tou is too kind. She has told me so much of dragonkind in turn that I could hardly call myself the teacher in this arrangement. In fact, the time may soon come to put ink to parchment and begin my chronicles.
And we all wait. Oh my god. And we all await that day with bated breath. Hotalong has not been my only teacher. The city itself has lessons abound for those who would observe them. Seeing its splendor with my own eyes has made clear one inalienable difference between man and dragon.
Thumbs. No, they have thumbs.
I speak, of course, of your kind's love of tinkering, building, and crafting. And what a wonderful thing it is to behold. Where dragons are wont to tear down obstacles with fang and claw, you tear them down with hammer and chisel, or else find an ingenious way around them entirely. By using tools tailored to specific tasks, you overcome your natural deficiencies. One tool will be used to wrest precious materials from the earth, and another to transform them into something greater than the sum of its parts. I find the whole process rather fascinating. When I gaze upon the towering spires of the city, I imagine a roost built with my own claws, larger even than the one my sire calls home. I am eager to see my dream realized as quickly as possible, but Hotalong advises against rushing into such an endeavor unprepared. He claims that to do so would lead to abject failure and possibly personal injury. You, however, are an experienced artisan, and I would be honored if you were to take me under your wing and teach me the art of making. I swear to be a dutiful study And even should this day pass into the next, I won't rest until I have mastered even the most esoteric of skills. Well then, I believe we have an agreement. I can start right this moment if it pleases you.
Oh, now, Ehll Tou. You know as well as anyone how busy our friend is. And I also fear you may have misjudged just how long it takes to truly become a master craftsman.
You mean it will take more than a day? I knew that, of course. I had only hoped against hope that he had no appointments to save the world for this foreseeable future. Alas, my enthusiasm may have gotten the better of me.
Don't fret, Ehll Tou. He may still be able to help in some capacity. Perhaps if you could introduce us to a crafter with both the time and inclination to teach. I expect that one of the many artisans around the firmament would be willing to lend us their expertise, although you are in a far better position to judge their suitability than either of us. We shall look forward to meeting our mentor-to-be.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Guess we gotta go find someone. Alright.
Say again, that scrawny little dragonling wants to craft? Whatever next.
Don't you insult her.
As much as the notion of having a dragon for a protege piques my interest. However, my speciality is working metal. Great big slabs of it. Were she older, maybe there'd be a place for her, but as it stands, she'd be more of a hindrance than a help.
Rude. Don't insult my child. Oh my god, Demonis is doing it! Let's watch. Yeah, Demonis has a Moogle! Running with Demonis. Hi.
Oh, a crafter? My apologies, but I'm more inclined to gathering what bounty the earth has to offer. I leave it to others to mold said bounty into what they will. I'd love to introduce you to someone who might be of help, but I'm afraid my work here is endless.
Wow, great help you are. Oh, the other one's over here.
Aye, I know the dragon that you speak of. I've seen her flitting about House Heilenart from time to time. Quite the inquisitive one, if I recall. So she wants to learn the fine art of crafting, does she? I've heard strange things in my time, but few as bizarre as that. I'm sure I'd kick myself later if I passed up this opportunity, so I reckon I could find time between projects to teach her a thing or two. Tell her I'll speak with her after I finished up here, will ya?
Aw, we got a friend to help. Yay. All right, Ehll Tou, let's go. Oh, shit. I'm forgetting they like cutscenes for this.
Ah, the hero is returned. So, have you found my teacher? Whose sharp eye and steady hand will guide me on the path to mastery.
Ah, such great expectations I must meet. While I assure you my hand is steady, the sharpness of my eye is very much a matter of conjecture. Nevertheless, if it is crafting you wish to learn, I'm your man. Although I can't say I've ever had the honor of teaching a dragon before. Any road, I'm Arvide at your service. I'm here in the firmament on assignment from the Sky Steel Manufactory. And I dare say I have a few nuggets of wisdom knocking around in my head that are worth passing around. It's the young who must shoulder the burden of building the future after all. Now, crafters come in all sorts, from cooks to weavers to smiths. Have you given any thought to where you want to focus your energies?
Focus? Well, can't I learn everything?
Tell us, Kat, where should an aspiring artisan begin?
Don't look at me. Damn. Be it baking a cake or raising a castle, one must look first to their tools. Even the simplest project must start with quality materials, or why bother learning when you could just copy others? I would say... Oh my god. One must first look to their tools. You have to have tools to do it.
Ah, spoken like a true professional. 'Tis true that an essential part of any project is selecting the right tools for the job. However, there's a step that comes even before that. For now, let's start with the tools required to gather our own materials. Once you have the right equipment and supplies, there's nothing you can't make with enough elbow grease.
Oh, how splendid it is to have a guiding hand. There's no telling how long it would have taken Hodalong and I to decide where to begin had we been left to our own devices. Very well. Gathering is where we shall pour our utmost efforts. Mayhap when I am seasoned artisan in my own right, I'll take it upon myself to teach my kin as I was taught.
Wouldn't that be a sight to see? I dare say there has never been a dragon who has learned a trade, let alone one who has passed such skills on to the next generation.
Indeed. You may be correct on that count. The other dragons will be flabbergasted by the wonders I create. Of course, I don't plan on taking all the credit. It seems to me that mankind's most culturally significant works are those that result from collaboration, of people working together to make something greater than they could have alone. To that end, I must study and learn from the works of others, and even though you are too busy with your heroics to teach me daily, I would much appreciate if you came by from time to time and offer what knowledge you can. You know, let's say like once a week. Magnificent! I knew your generosity would match the greatness of your deeds.
Well then, let's get your education started off on the right foot, eh? You can spy tradesmen of all sorts plying their trade at the new nest. I reckon you could certainly do worse than to learn a couple of tricks from them.
Ah, the place is practically a second home to young Hodalong and I. Allow me to lead the way.
Okay, let's go. Hell yeah. Oh.
This here is Anna, and we have her and the House of Splendors to thank for supplying the firmament with quality materials at incredibly low prices. Suspiciously so, in fact.
Hi.
Are you implying there is some ulterior motive behind our generosity? Why, certainly not. I'm here at the behest of my organization to aid Ishgard on its fledgling days as an allied nation. We are driven as much by philanthropy as we profit. Oh my god. We are driven as much by philanthropy as we are by profit, I can assure you. Excuse me, miss, but are you a craftswoman by any chance? I'm afraid, my adorable little dragonette, that my hands are entirely too clumsy to make aught aside from my morning tea. The 12 have seen fit to bless me with a sharp mind for trade, however, and so here I am.
And that's precisely why we've come. Ehll Tou has it in her head to learn a trade or two, and we are here to set her on the right path. To that end, I would ask you to provide us with materials and perhaps any counsel you might afford a young novice.
It would be my pleasure. Perhaps in return, she could tell me about the rarities and relics dragons keep in their lairs. I sense a once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity has come before me.
And if business in the firmament grows as much as my intuition says it will, this might be just what I require to turn a stream of gil into a veritable flood of riches. Consider me at your complete disposal. Say the word and I shall procure whatever you may need.
How generous of you. You have our thanks, Miss Anna.
Anything to foster the next generation of builders and tinkerers, my boy. As for the current generation, well, I suppose the house could bear to part with a few scripts in return for guiding our dragonette friend on our journey to mastery.
We can't say no to an offer like that, can we? Well then, now that we're all acquainted, let's head back to St. Roel's dais.
Bye. Anna is pretty attractive. I like her haircut, and I like the corset.
With Master Arvide and Master Cat guiding us, I'm sure we'll be raising fortresses and forging dazzling suits of armor in no time at all.
Let's keep our ambitions manageable for the time being, shall we? Our first task is the construction of tools that'll fit snugly in those claws of yours. Cat, I trust you can help with that.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I've work of my own to attend to. If there's aught you need, you know where I am. Before I depart, however, I'll leave you with an assignment. Inspect everything Cat does with diligence. A discerning eye is a tool that will outlast all others.
Yes, Master Arvide. We'll give Cat's work the thrice over.
What?
They're second guessing my work.
Why are you stealing my lines?
Wait, I thought that was L2. Was it Hodalog?
It was Ding Dong.
I'm sorry!
It's fine. You can voice Ding Dong as much as you want.
No, I didn't mean to. L2 won. Satisfaction guaranteed. Well, my bad.
Here to help us make a tool fit for dragons.
The items sought by L2 fall into 3 categories: crafting items obtainable by disciples of the hand, gathering items obtainable by disciples of the land, and fish. Furthermore, L2 deals only in collectibles. In order to deliver an item, you must be its corresponding class and level of 70 or above. If you are level 89 or below, you will be rewarded experience instead of the level 90 scripts reward. Information on how to find individual items may be found in the following manner. For Disciple of the Hand items, choosing the search for item by crafting method subcommand with the list selected will bring up a crafting log and the relevant recipes. Materials necessary to craft the materials, the collectibles, L2 seeks may be purchased by Anna in the New Nest. Likewise, for Disciple of the Land items, choosing the search for item by gathering method, subcommand will bring up the gathering log. For knowledge on fish, choose the display location and subcommand will bring up a map of the relevant fishing hole. Furthermore, you may discover that using a metal spinner as a lure will expedite your fishing endeavors. The higher the item's collectability, the greater the reward you will earn from L2 upon successful delivery. To learn more about collectibles and how to increase collectability, speak with L2 and select Learn about Custom Deliveries. Okay, so we're going to do custom gathering tool components. I only need 3, because the first step is always 3, and then it's 6 from there on out. Don't know why they did that, but... Wait, 3. Here's that.
So this is what we need to make tools for gathering? Truth be told, I struggle to envision how all these parts fit together. But I suppose grasping that is the first of many steps. Oh, I may very well be the first dragon to make her own tools. Oh my, you've certainly outdone yourself this time. Even Master Arvide might be hard-pressed to produce such fine work.
In making your first successful delivery, you've begun to earn Ehll Tou's trust. With each successful delivery, Ehll Tou will grow more and more satisfied with your efforts. Fill the gauge completely, and Ehll Tou's satisfaction level will increase, giving you the opportunity to learn more about your business partner. You can make up to 6 deliveries in a given week. Deliver the items Ehll Tou needs, and deliver them often to win the trust and praise of your new business partner. Yep. And then she says the same thing there. Yeah, leveling up, let's go. And then this should be new.
Your supplies truly have been a godsend, hero. I'd say we have more than enough for me to begin learning the fine art of gathering in earnest. Let's go speak with Master Arvide at once.
Right now.
Tis good to see you. I've been meaning to thank you for all your help with Ehll Tou's education.
An education which is off to a splendid start, I must say. I believe I have developed a keen sense for the finer parts of gathering, which Master Arvide says is the basis of all crafting. But even for the gathering, you must have tools. And to make those tools, you must gather materials. And to gather those materials, you must have more tools? It's tools all the way down, isn't it? Or is it materials? No matter. It's as much a fool's errand as trying to guess if the dragon came before the egg.
If there is one fact to be gleaned from that conundrum, however, it is that crafting and gathering are inextricably linked.
Indeed, you are correct. Without one trade, the other dies, and vice versa. That's precisely why I aim to see you proficient at both before our time together is done. To that end, I've devised something specially for those tiny claws of yours. An Ehll Tou-sized pickaxe. Here, take it. What do you think?
It's perfect!
Tiny pickaxe. Tiny pickaxe.
Oh! And she's got a little baggie.
With that in claw, you'd look right at home among the rest of the workers.
I see now that even though your wingless ones lack claws and fangs, you have the strength to shatter stone and sunder earth. I have an inkling now of how powerful the first of you to wield the pickaxe felt. For something so small and light, it is remarkably sturdy. Even I could swing this all day without tiring. The hidden treasures of the world shall be mine. This is all I could have hoped for and more. Thank you, Master Arvide.
All I did was put the parts together. It was our friend that did all the hard work. Actually, Kat brought so many materials that I had enough to make a few more pickaxes. Perhaps you could give them to your dragon friends.
Yes, Master Arvide. I shall take what I can and leave at once.
Oh, bye. Aww. Oh my god, so much food. Ehll Tou now considers you a crafting connoisseur. Is pleased with your efforts, and she considers you a crafting connoisseur. All that remains now is to wait for the fruits of her labor. We've just been waiting here the whole time.
Welcome back, Ehll Tou. So how was it? I'm sure the other dragons found your new tools to be quite fascinating.
Well, you see, I'm afraid it wasn't quite like that. The dragonettes were delighted to see what I had brought, of course. The elder dragons, however, practically flew into a rage, haranguing the younger ones and insisting that such tools are contrary to a dragon's very nature.
Oh, I see.
Although it is far from the enthusiastic reception I had envisioned, I still believe that the prejudices of the past will, nay, must, give way to new ways of thinking if we are to coexist peacefully with the Ishgardians. And I know for certain there are those among the other dragonets who are of the same mind. I must continue to persevere, else my efforts so far will have been for naught.
Indeed. The other dragons will come around in time, I'm sure. Even the most cantankerous of the lot. Perhaps you should take a different tack. The dragons might be much more amenable to something that was crafted by one of their own, namely you.
What a marvelous suggestion, Hadalong. But there is still the question of what I might craft. Something eye-catching, unlike anything they've seen before.
In that case, why not try your hand at weaving? The materials are lightweight and the tools are small enough for even you to use deftly. Clothing designed for dragons would be especially novel, which I'm sure many of them would find interesting.
That's a wonderful idea. Oh, I cannot wait to get started.
Tiny clothes.
That depends on our friend here. I'll need some help procuring the materials if it's not too much trouble. I'll give you a list of what we need while I take care of the rest.
Great! In the meantime, I shall give thought to what exactly I might weave.
Let's do it! Ehll Tou 2! Custom Deliveries list for Ehll Tou has been updated. To view the new list, speak with Ehll Tou and select Make a Delivery. What do you need?
Have you come to help us weave garments befitting an artisan?
Custom weaving components. Let's go. Weaving, and I need 3.
Master Arvite explained to me that since we dragons are covered in tough scales, there's no need to fear needles pricking us. My claws are still a bit too clumsy for delicate work, but I feel that weaving might very well be my calling. Oh my, you've certainly outdone yourself this time. Even Master Arvite might be hard-pressed to produce such fine work.
Here you go. And last one. Oh, okay.
There you are. You have my utmost gratitude for all your deliveries so far. I feel that before long I will be able to call myself a crafter in truth, just like you and Master Arvide. Of course, young Hadalong's efforts deserve recognition as well.
Oh, that's it? Okay. You have delivered the weekly maximum of 6 items to Ehll Tou. You may begin making deliveries starting starting next Tuesday at 3 a.m. Earth time. We did it. And look at her little scribble of a signature. We'll go to... Oh my god. She tried. Also, it's all torn up. Hilarious. Oops. Yes. I'll just read the last one. Those should be the same.
Master Arvide explained to me that since we dragons are covered in tough scales, we've no need to fear needles pricking us. My claws are still a bit too clumsy for delicate work, but I feel that weaving might very well be my calling. Oh my, you've certainly outdone yourself this time. Even Master Arvide might be hard-pressed to produce such fine work. If we don't begin my education in weaving soon, I fear we may run out of room to store all the materials you've delivered. I must tell Master Arvide. You won't mind watching over the supplies while I'm gone, will you?
Okay.
Ah, the man of the hour arrives. My thanks for furnishing us with the weaving supplies we requested. I took the liberty of arranging the rest of what we need, so I believe we're well prepared to begin our next lesson. What say you, Ehll Tou? We have the materials and we have the tools. Do you have the desire to learn?
Of course, Master Arvide. Yes, of course. Sorry. Teach me all that you know. You too, Master Cat.
I know you'll give it your all, Ehll Tou. Either of them close.
I'll explain after.
That's a no.
Oh my god, look at the little hat and the scarf.
Behold, my very first items of clothing, sewn by my own claws. Have you ever seen a dragon more dashing? My design took inspiration from Master Arvide's cap, in case you hadn't noticed.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery indeed. Truth be told, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that cap was sewn by a seasoned weaver. Yes, very impressive. Never in my life have I imagined a dragon donning a cap, let alone crafting one.
The labor was painstaking, but I must admit I contemplated giving up more than once. However, now that the work is done, I feel a sense of accomplishment unequaled by aught else. So this is why you winged ones pursued the... Oh, I'm sorry. Wingless ones pursued the...
Oh my god, I can't remember. So this... I can't say wingless for some reason.
So this is why you wingless ones pursue the art of creation. I simply must teach the other dragonettes what I've learned. I'm certain there are many and more who would be willing to learn their own ideas to life. Bring their own ideas to life. Rather. I simply must show my friends in the training mists. If they show sufficient interest, perhaps I will weave caps for them to wear too.
Take care, Ehll Tou, and give your brothers and sisters my regards.
Aww. Satisfaction up. We're now a talented teacher. Ehll Tou is delighted with your efforts. She now considers you a talented teacher. All that remains is to wait for the fruits of her labor. Fruits.
Ah, I had forgotten just how dapper you look in your new accoutrements. I trust your friends up in the clouds were just as taken with your new appearance.
Indeed they were, particularly the dragons that are of age with me. They likened it to being able to change the color of their scales at will. I invited them to return to the firmament, but it seems they are still hesitant to mingle with people. I can't blame them, I suppose. Were it not for you, I too may have given up on my journey and returned to the clouds, wondering what might have been. I have learned to overcome my fear of your kind. Would that I could say the same of my kin.
Those who are always afraid cannot hope to move forward.
Of course, your wisdom is always appreciated, hero. I'm glad I found the courage to fly into the unknown.
Where I'm standing, it seems clear that you must find a way to allay their fears. Show them that crafting, and thereby your friendship with those that teach to you, is something that enriches, not harms.
Yes, Master Arvide, you're brilliant. I shall do precisely that. While my new garments may be fashionable, I could never hope to make one for every dragon in the turning mists. There may be another way to their hearts.
What are you thinking, Ehll Tou?
It's also obvious now that I've thought of it. I speak, of course, of that favorite pastime of man and dragon alike, eating. When first I arrived in Ishgard, I was overwhelmed with the smells wafting from the marketplace. So many spices and aromas mixing together set my mouth watering as it never had before. Perhaps I can bring that experience to my kin.
Ah, that's a capital idea. Every creature needs to eat, but not all have had the pleasure of fine dining. Seems the matter is already settled then. Cat, let's take care of the supplies Ehll Tou will need to ready this feast. Ehll Tou and I will put our heads together and decide which foods might best suit the dragon palate.
I already have several ideas.
Aww. Satisfaction guaranteed, Ehll Tou 3. The custom deliveries list for Ehll Tou has been updated. To view the list, go to make a delivery. We did it. That's why I had thought it was next. Interesting.
Our need for tools is ever growing, and I trust you've brought something that will help answer that need.
Sure. Oops.
Ah, so this is what I use to make culinary delicacies? Up until now, I thought cooking was little more than a matter of roasting meat until blackened, but I can see now that is not the case. I shall treat this tool with the utmost care. Oh my, you've certainly outdone yourself this time. Even Master Arvide might be hard-pressed to produce such fine work.
I don't even know if I'm doing Ehll Tou's voice right, actually, so. All right. Oh, I leveled up too?
You've been quite busy, haven't you? Your efforts are much appreciated. While my dragonkin have yet to show any interest in the art of crafting, I assure you that my desire to learn remains as keen as ever. I suppose I should count myself fortunate that I have a friend such as you to help me along the road to mastery. Seems...
What? I read that really wrong.
I suppose I should count myself fortunate that I have a friend such as you to help me along when the road to mastery seems interminable.
You have delivered the weekly maximum items, 6 items to Ehll Tou. I can start making items deliveries next Tuesday. Here you go. Yeah, I don't care. Oops. Here you go. Same thing. Yeah, 88! Wow, that got cut off.
At last we have everything we need to make tools worthy of the finest tavern in Ishgard. I must hurry to inform Master Arvide. My stomach is rumbling already at the thought of how we might put those tools to use.
All right, let's do it.
You've been hard at work, haven't you? With all the time your industrious efforts have saved us, I've taken it upon myself to make all the tools we'll need for our next step. Cooking. Take these, Ehll Tou.
We go to cook. Oh, is it a plate? Oh, what is that? I don't know what these things are.
Many thanks, Master Arvide. Many thanks. Well, do they suit me?
I dare say you would fit right in alongside the chefs at the Forgotten Night. You now hold 2 of the most useful tools for any chef. A skillet for frying and a hatchet for gathering your own ingredients. Of course, you'll also need seasoning and myriad other smaller utensils. Oh, and flame, of course. Any road, I've arranged everything for you, so take a good look and remember what you see.
Finally, we've arrived at cooking. Since we began, I've been imagining the feast I will prepare for the other dragons. It shall be like nothing they've tasted before.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Perhaps more so than any other form of crafting, cooking relies on a firm grasp of the fundamentals. You must practice them until they come to you as naturally as breathing.
Well, that means the more I practice, the more I get to eat, yes? I should be happy to agree to such an arrangement.
Good, but a word of warning. You may find it hard to stomach your own cooking in the beginning. Now let's visit Anna and get ourselves some birch sap. Making syrup from that is one of the simplest and most delicious recipes a budding chef can know. And what's more, be they low or highborn, not a soul in Ishgard can say no to a dollop of it. If our first go at it turns out all right, make sure to share some with Hotlong.
All right. Let's do it.
Ehll Tou's journey has been long indeed, and it seems she still has a ways to go. Does every crafter go through the hardships she has?
Yeah.
That is heartening news. Truth be told, I had some doubts as to whether or not she was suited to this, but I see now that she is in good company, as am I. Speaking of which, Ehll Tou has told me that much and more of her kind, and I have taken painstaking notes every step of the way. I feel the day I can begin writing my chronicles is fast approaching.
Heck yes. Yes, Ehll Tou's now at 4. Ehll Tou now considers you a skillful supervisor. She is overjoyed with your efforts. She now considers you a skillful supervisor. All that remains is to wait for the fruits of her labor.
Hot along! Taste this syrup I made! I dare say it's indistinguishable from that produced by a seasoned chef.
This is delicious. You have a knack for this, Ehll Tou. I had that same thought. You can have more later, but for now let's concentrate on the task in front of us. Keep well away from the jar. I'll know if you've stuck your hands inside. Speaking of tasks, have you two come up with any ideas regarding what to serve at this feast of yours? Yes, eventually. I suggested one of my favorites, liver cheese sandwiches.
Oh.
They're small enough that even a young dragon like Ehll Tou can eat them easily, and a sandwich is so much more of a novelty than a piece of bread. But then Ehll Tou brought up a good point. Dragons aren't used to rich flavors, so liver cheese might be off-putting to some. In the end, we decided to go with lightly seasoned fish for the filling. Perhaps one day dragons will come to appreciate the wonder of liver cheese, but for now I'm confident we can make a sandwich that will be the talk of the churning mists. You certainly put a lot of consideration into this. Impressive, lad. And you too, Ehll Tou. It seems all that's left is to gather the proper ingredients, then.
And that's where you come in, Kat. We will wait here and further discuss how we might make this sandwich one to remember.
Let's go make a sandwich. All right. Custom Deliveries list for Ehll Tou has been updated. To view the new list, speak with Ehll Tou and make a delivery. We're now 4. Hell yeah. Handpicked ingredient materials. I'm assuming is it?
My next project shall be a dish that will have even the most discerning dragon gourmand slavering for more. Pray aid me in any way you can.
Oops. There we go. Here's a sandwich. Oh, right.
Aha! With this, I am one ilm closer to completing my masterpiece. a dish fit for dragons. The others are sure to go wild over it, and I dare say it will make all I have to not take a bite of or 3 for myself. Yes, my mouth is watering just imagining what I might make with these ingredients. The other dragons may very well be compelled to travel all the way to Ishgard just for one more bite.
Here you go. And here you go. Oh.
There you are. You have my utmost gratitude for all your deliveries so far. I feel that before long, I will be able to call myself a crafter in truth, just like you and Master Arvide. Of course, young Hodalong's efforts deserve recognition as well.
Oh, okay. That's it.
I don't trust that kid.
Why?
How come they're writing everything down? What are they planning?
I think they said in the beginning what they were doing. Like just documenting.
I don't trust it.
Oh, okay.
Don't trust it.
You have delivered the weekly maximum of 6 items to L2. You may begin making deliveries again starting Tuesday next week. All right. And then we'll be done with L2, I think. Because L2's at... Yeah, it'll make them 5 hearts. So next week we finish both of them.
And you get to dress up Ehll Tou.
I wish. Purchase. Handpicked ingredients. Oops, that's not what I meant. Here's more. Oops. Ah! It's fine. Okay.
Fine work as always, hero. With this, I have more than enough ingredients to begin my culinary masterpiece. A dish that is certain to have every dragon in the Churning Mist clamoring for more. Of course, you are more than welcome to lend a helping hand if you so wish.
Okay.
Thanks to you, Ehll Tou is ready to share the product of her hard work with her dragon friends. I'd say they're in for quite the treat. I gathered a few ingredients of my own, and together with what you've brought, we've made sandwiches using Kaiser rolls. Well, that's not a sandwich then, is it?
Sounds delicious.
It's a roll. I've tasted them myself, and I've never had any better. Also, this definitely wasn't my voice.
That's okay.
Dragons might find this type of food a bit puzzling at first, but I'm sure the taste will be to their liking. Ehll Tou, you had best get it to them while it's still fresh.
Yes, of course.
Ehll Tou, are you all right?
Yes, quite all right, thank you. Anyway, I must be off at once. I would hate for the bread to stale and the meat to dry. Farewell!
Ehll Tou. She now considers you a cultivated crafter. Ehll Tou could not be happier with your efforts. She now considers you a cultivated crafter. Though through your efforts, Ehll Tou has gained a deeper understanding of mankind and fostered her love for crafting. It seems, however, that Hodalong has a different sort of favor to ask. Ehll Tou 5. A new quest continuing the story of Ehll Tou's efforts to learn crafting is now available from Ehll Tou. Upon its completion, the custom deliveries list for Ehll Tou will be updated. Okay. Ooh, it's snowing now. Ehll Tou, what's up? An ode to unity. Ehll Tou is eager to share her newest labor of love with her own kind. Okay.
At last, my culinary masterwork is ready to be shared with my kin. Thanks to the guidance of my capable teachers, I believe I've cooked up something that will have even the most stubborn among them clamoring for more. Doubtless even now they are eagerly awaiting my arrival, They're whispers of what I might bring, filling the churning mists with expectation. I'd best leave at once. There are a few things more unpleasant than a hungry dragon.
Safe travels, Ehll Tou.
So dizzy. Wings aching. No, I must move forward before the food cools, and with it, the esteem of my kin.
Ehll Tou, is something the matter?
Not at all. In fact, I'm positively effervescent. Now wait here. Wait right here. I'll be back before you've realized I've gone.
Are you sure? Are you okay, ma'am?
Ehll Tou died on the way to her home planet.
I would cry.
It shouldn't have taken this long. Come to think of it, Ehll Tou was acting rather strangely before she departed. Perhaps we should ask Master Arvide for counsel. He seems to have a solution for every problem. Oh, I hope nothing untoward has happened. I'll stay here and keep watch for Ehll Tou. You do all the work. I pray you and Master Arvide can get to the bottom of this.
I mean, I am an adult and he is a child, so it's fair.
He's probably older than you.
No. Custom deliveries cannot be made while this quest is in progress. They will become available again once the quest is completed. Okay.
Good evening. What brings you here?
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Ehll Tou since she left with her delivery.
You're certain she hasn't returned?
I meant to give her this hammer I made as a little reward for her efforts. Considering how hard she's been working, I wouldn't be surprised if she's just gone for a leisurely stroll. Or a fly, I suppose. A flit? At any rate, she is a dragon, albeit a tiny one. Try as we might, we'd be fools to think we understand even a fraction of what goes on in her head. I'm sure she'll return in her own time. Still, if you must go looking for her, take the hammer. I've no doubt her eagerness to learn how to use it would send her back here as fast as her little wings can carry her. She often goes on at length about her dragonette friends at this place called Zenith, somewhere in the churning mists. If that rings a bell to you, I reckon it might be a good place to start.
All right.
Oh. Is that who I think it is? The very hero who triumphed over Nidhogg and brought peace between our kinds? From all the stories Ehll Tou has told of you, I expected a bit more grandeur. I suppose appearances come second when you spend your days working with your claws. Or hands, were they? Nevertheless, I must thank you for taking the time to pass down such refined arts to my friend. We do so enjoy seeing what she brings. You're looking for her? She visits? She's visiting friends not far from here, gushing over what was it? Cooking of hers? Delectable stuff, that is. To think there was more to food than scorching and chomping. Considering the distance you've traveled, I'm terribly sorry to say that she specifically requested not to let anyone from the surface see her until she was ready. She was quite insistent, in fact. Still, I'm sure she would be delighted to receive the deadly-looking trinket of yours. What did you call it? A hammer?
Deadly.
It looks far too heavy for me to wield myself, and but I should be able to carry it without dropping it. That is, unless I choose to drop it. Those Muggles who've been pestering me are in need of some long overdue comeuppance.
Fair.
Anyway, I shall let her know you've arrived, but let me warn you that it may be some time until she is willing to show herself.
Okay.
Now pass that hammer of yours over here. I pray it is not as unwieldy as it looks. Here you go. So this is one of those tools you wingless ones are so fond of. Are all of them as complex as this one? It shall be safe in my keeping, I assure you. I wouldn't have the slightest idea how to use it if I wanted to. Now wait here, and I shall return. When, however, I cannot say.
Okay.
Erwin Wizard, there you are. Surprised to see us, I take it. Young Hotdalong got it in his head to come searching for Ehll Tou, and there wasn't a thing I could say to sway him. Try as I might to distract him with work, somehow he managed to book us a trip across the sea of clouds. It's a wonder we caught up to you, all things considered. Just how long have you been waiting here? Where is she, Sir Winwizard? Where's Ehll Tou? What? Why wouldn't you want to see us? That doesn't make any sense. Ehll Tou! Can you hear me? Where are you?
Aww.
Oh, shush! You'll wake something bigger than a dragonette with all that shouting.
I'm assuming it's Ehll Tou. I don't know, though.
That scarf, that cat. Wait, did you eat Ehll Tou? Sorry. Huh? That scarf, that hat. Wait, Ehll Tou, is that you?
I knew you would recognize me. Still, an explanation may be in order. You see, a dragon's growth is dictated by forces both internal and external. Sometimes this growth can be quite dramatic, as you can plainly see. Truth be told, I had been feeling out of sorts lately, and now I see that discomfort was merely the new me trying to break free.
Have the old you become the new you.
And now here she is, a dragon reborn.
Oh,
I'm so glad you're all right. More than all right by the looks of things.
This new tool is wonderful. It's as if Master Harvide knew I was on the brink of incredible change. Had I received this hammer but a day earlier, I would have held it clumsily in my tiny claws. Now, however, it feels like an extension of my very body. My mind is brimming with the possibilities of what I might craft next. Your growth is unlike aught I have seen before. Such a spectacular transformation has already made you the topic of much discussion among dragonkind, and I imagine not a small amount of jealousy.
See, what did I tell you to? There was no need for all that fretting and fussing. Still, if not for young Hotdalong's concern, who knows if I would have ever stepped foot in the churning mists.
I apologize for causing undue worry, but I pray you understand how embarrassing it would have been if anyone had saw me before I was ready. And now you are the first to behold a dragon not warped by conflict and strife, but nourished by peace and fellowship. Well, not the first, surely. Only the first in quite some time. When man and dragon lived in harmony, maturation like mine may have been more common.
I think there may be something to that, Ehll Tou. If we ask around, we may just find a dragon who has stories of those halcyon days. At the very least, it would be a chance to make some new friends among the clouds. And we can start with our present company. I'd be eager to hear of your life here.
Me? Why, I would be delighted. Although I have been scarcely more summers than Ehll Tou. I've seen, she has regaled me with many tales of the wingless ones that built and tinker, far from the primitive brutes I had believed they were. Her stories told of an inventive and adventurous people. While I thought the stories fanciful, I can now see that, if anything, they weren't fanciful enough. Mayhap I too shall journey down below the clouds and live among mankind for a time, and try my claws at this crafting of yours.
You would be more than welcome.
Indeed! Is this not what we set out to accomplish in the from the onset? To bring man and dragon closer, one step at a time. I believe we are well on our way. I shall do my part by spreading the word far and wide. Surely I'm not the only dragon interested in following Ehll Tou's path. The more the merrier. I suppose we should return with haste and tell Lord Francel to expect a few more visitors to Ishgard. Even one so level-headed as he may be caught off guard by a sudden influx of dragons.
Aww, Ehll Tou had a growth spurt. I love the tiny hat now, and her scarf is around her arm instead. It's so cute.
So I assume the difference is that she's more upright than usual.
She's literally like 20 times the size she was.
Than other dragons. They were talking about how she's different to the other dragons.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone noticed, but her like scales are like less pointy and more rounded. I don't know if that's maybe anything. I have no clue though.
Okay, so I looked up. It does say it's shown metamorphosing into a unique form, seemingly variation on the full dragon form, with a larger, more expressive face and dexterous hands.
Yeah.
So I guess it is meant to be like a distinctly different look to the normal dragons.
Okay. A cuter one. Look at that face. Oh my god. All right then. Oh.
Of course, Winwisv deserves his share of the credit as well. Were it not for your tutelage, I would have not grown as I have, and in doing so finally compel my friends to come mingle with the men and women of Ishgard. Lord Francel was most understanding when we informed him of what we had planned. He gave his word to ensure that none of the less savory elements of the city would bring harm to its new visitors. Even now he is working to inform those with authority in Ishgard to welcome my brothers and sisters. Before long, the sight of wings in the sky shall fill the hearts of men not with dread, but with elation.
The industriousness of these two never fails to impress. We might do well to learn from them, eh?
I would also like to thank Hodalong. Had he not come to the Churning Mists, the idea of befriending our erstwhile nemesis may have remained naught but an idle fancy for the other dragons. But thanks to his affable nature, the first spark of curiosity has been struck in their hearts.
You are too kind, Ehll Tou. I, for one, can't wait to see this place alive with the sounds of dragon and man conversing in good faith. And with one endeavor having reached a satisfactory conclusion, I believe it may be time to begin another. My time spent with Ehll Tou has provided me with more than enough notes to begin my chronicles, but I must first compile and arrange them. Then you'd best begin sooner rather than later, lad. Once you're finished, bring it to the manufacturer, and I'll see about producing some illustrations to give your book a little flair.
Now isn't that a marvelous idea? You can fill the book with pictures so that even dragons who cannot read your letters can understand. Oh, what harmonious songs such a work could inspire.
Songs, perhaps, that can be sung in unison. In fact, I believe I may have my title, An Ode to Unity. Man and dragons will come to a deeper understanding, and I hope appreciation, of the other by reading it. Not bad, lad. Not bad at all. Well then, it sounds to me that we've quite a lot of work ahead of us. I'd best get started.
Bye.
Cat, might I trouble you to assist Master Hodalong in the completion of his chronicle? I can think of nary a more ambitious work. This book may prove to be the very foundation for long-lasting peace. For my part, I shall continue making deliveries to the churning mists, that my brothers and sisters there might be enticed to join their brethren here.
Aww. Da 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 down. Aww. Future requests will be selected at random from all of those who you have seen thus far, with the list refreshed once a week, Earth time. You may review the items currently in demand by speaking to Ehll Tou and selecting Make a Delivery. Note that printing essentials, printing materials, and ink shells will earn you particularly handsome rewards. Whenever they make an appearance, the effort to procure them will be worth your while. A new quest is available from Huddalong in the new nest. Goddamn it, Huddalong. Alright. So that's done, but there is an extra quest from Huddalong. On Ehll Tou's wings, Huddalong has something to share with you, and he can't hold it in any longer.
KatFTWynn Wizard, there you are. Ehll Tou and I have been thinking of how we can repay you for all your help. After much deliberation, we decided to ask Master Ava to help us craft a bespoke item just for you. I hope he hasn't spoiled the surprise. When last we spoke, he said that the project was nearing completion. Perhaps he's finished by now. I do hope you like it.
Oh. Da-da-da. Oh, wow. This is super short. Okay.
Ah, welcome. I take it you've spoken to Huddalong then. Well, here you go.
What?
Ehll Tou was most insistent I designed this horn just so. Blow on it, and the little dragon will fly to your side wheresoever you may be. Although I suppose I can't call her little anymore, eh? It's only natural that as she grows, her desire to see more of the world would grow as well. That's why she wanted you to have this. Show her every corner of the civilized world and introduce her to people of all sorts. She'll need a wide breadth of knowledge if she means to paint her kin the full picture of our kind. When I first agreed to help Ehll Tou, I had no inkling I might be contributing to something much larger than myself. Whatever comes of her efforts in the end, I must say I'm honored to have played my small part in it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, friend.
A whistle!
Ehll Tou whistle! I can now summon the Ehll Tou mount. Chat. Ehll Tou. First encountered as a curious dragonette, Ehll Tou became a dragon grown during her stay in Ishgard. With her passion for crafting, she underwent an evolution heretofore unseen in her kind, developing dexterous forelimbs. There you go, dexterous forelimbs that allow her to deftly wield all manner of implements. And now I have her. And it's not just like a, imitation version. It is supposed to be actually her. And she's got her little hat. You can't see her. There's her arm bandana, kind of. You can kind of see it. And her little hammer. And this is her flying. She's so majestic. Oh my god, she's beautiful. I love her.
It does seem a little silly that she's just carrying the hammer.
It's just the bag. She's ready to hit people with her hammer.
It's not that kind of hammer, it's for crafting.
I don't know. She's just happy to have it. It's like her safety toy. I love her. It makes me so happy. I genuinely, this is why I did custom deliveries, because I just wanted to do Ehll Tou. Not gonna lie.